Hello, everybody. I'm Justin Moore, and for I believe it's week 6 now we're going to be on. Um, my topic today comes from Forbes.com, and this article is written by Dominic Paul, and it's entitled "Tag Your It: The Information Technology Job Nobody Wants." Bam! You're probably not blind. You can probably read that, but basically the gist of this article is how there are many fields or many different jobs you can do in our field. And one of them happens to be one of the most avoided jobs out there. And that job happens to be the top dog for IT security. In this case, they're mostly an executive position like the chief information security officer or the chief security officer, whatever you want to call it, whatever the fancy title is. It's just head cheese of IT security. Basically, what they're responsible for is making sure that machines are currently up to date with patches and security vulnerabilities are taken care of, and they're involved deeply in security assessments and things like this. And they say in better detail why nobody wants this position. So if we go down here, we talk about why they don't want the position. Right here. If something goes wrong, it's basically your butt that's on the line. That's a lot of pressure for some people, and a lot of people don't want that. A lot of people just want to be an IT manager or systems administration manager or things like that, where you're not necessarily in charge of security, just administration. Whereas in security, you kind of have to have a hard nose, and you have to. You're basically the bad guy, the bad cop of the IT field. It's like, well, you're the one enforcing password policies and all this other stuff that nobody really wants to listen to, or anybody really cares about because they don't really understand how important security is in our field. But there are some people that find this job to be their dream job. There are people that can handle the pressure of this. And I thought this was a pretty interesting article because it really kind of outlines some of the things that you have to deal with, which is a lot of stuff that like school won't actually teach you. Stuff you're learning in school is good for a foundation, but once you get out into the field, you're going to start dealing with regulations. Regulations pretty much will govern any job that you get, whether it's working for IHS or any kind of hospital. Then you're dealing with this, the Health Insurance Portability and Accountability Act, HIPAA. So there's things that you have to take in consideration from an IT standpoint there. PCI DSS, Payment Card Industry Data Security Standards. So if you're taking um, individuals' credit card information and things like that, that's one thing you have to worry about. Um, Personally, from my standpoint, currently in my field, I have to deal with NERC-CIP, which is the North America Energy Reliability Corporations, and the subsection I fall under is the Cybersecurity Infrastructures. Uh, so that's one thing the school doesn't really quite prepare you for, and it's something that I think that everybody should be kind of aware of is the security aspects of just different jobs out there. So there's a lot of cool articles about that. Like I found this one on Forbes. I thought it was really neat because it really does delve into some stuff that we really don't think about as students in a day-to-day basis. We're more concerned about like, well, how come my Active Directory server isn't talking to my client that I have preloaded in my Active Directory and things like this. So we don't really get to think about this too much from a student standpoint, and we don't get really very much experience in regards to it. So I thought it was very interesting. So that's the article that I chose, and we'll see you guys later. All right, bye.